Using Excel to test a claim about a population mean. This video uses the example titled Adult Sleep P-Value Method. The sample data of times of sleep for randomly selected adults has been entered into cells A1 through A12 in the Excel worksheet. The Excel stat add-in can be used to automatically generate the test statistic and p-value using the following procedure. It is important to note that Excel stat requires a list of original sample data values and does not work with summary statistics alone. If only summary statistics are available, the Excel option t.dist can be used to find the p-value as described at the end of this video. To use the Excel stat add-in to generate the test statistic and p-value, begin by clicking on the Excel stat tab in the ribbon. If Excel stat is not available, it must be installed. Instructions for installing Excel add-ins can be found at the website www.triolastats.com. Click the Parametric Tests button in the Excel stat menu and then select One Sample t-test and z-test from the drop-down menu. The One Sample t-test and z-test dialog box now appears in Excel. The blinking cursor indicates the input item that is currently selected. Click on any input item in the dialog box to select it, or press the Tab key to move to the next input item. For the first input item, data, enter the data range. In this example, we enter A1:A12 for cells A1 through A12. Cells can also be selected by clicking on the first cell in the data range and dragging the cursor down to the last cell in the data range. Under Data Format, select One Sample. Check the Student's t-test box, or check the z-test box in the rare case where the population standard deviation is known. We check the Student's t-test box in this example. If the data range includes a data label, check the Column Labels box. If there is no data label, uncheck the box. In this example, we do not check this box. Select Sheet to display the results on a new worksheet, or select Range and specify a cell to display the results on the current worksheet. We will select Sheet. Click the Options tab near the top of the dialog box. Under Alternative Hypothesis, select one of three options for the alternative hypothesis. Select the first option, Mean 1 does not equal theoretical mean, for a two-tailed test. Select the second option, Mean 1 less than theoretical mean, for a left-tailed test. Select the third option, Mean 1 greater than theoretical mean, for a right-tailed test. For this example, we select the second option of Mean 1 less than theoretical mean for a left-tailed test. The selected item is highlighted in blue. Next, in the theoretical mean box, enter the claimed value of the population mean, which is the same value used in the null hypothesis. For this example, we enter 7. In the significance level box, enter the desired value. For this example, enter 5 for a 5% significance level. Click OK to display the results. The test statistic is identified as T observed value or Z observed value. The p-value and the critical value are also displayed. In this example, the test statistic equals -0.290 and the p-value equals 0.389. Because the p-value of 0.389 is greater than the significance level of 0.05, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. We conclude that there is not sufficient evidence to support the claim that the mean amount of adult sleep is less than 7 hours. If the original sample values are not known and only the summary statistics of sample size, sample mean, and sample standard deviation are known, we can manually calculate the value of the test statistic as described in the textbook. Excel can then be used to find the p-value using the t.dist function. For a left-tailed test, the p-value is the result of the command equal t.dist. This command requires the test statistic and degrees of freedom as inputs. For a right-tailed test, the p-value is the result of the command equal t.dist.rt. For a two-tailed test, the p-value is 2 times the smaller result from the left-tailed test and right-tailed test. Excel has a function t.dist.2t, which should work for a two-tailed test, but that function currently does not allow use of negative values of the test statistic.